computer. Okay, now we just share screen balik. Okay, this one. Right. So tips on healing from chronic diseases. Jadi bila kita kata penyakit kronik tu apa kita dapat tahu? Dia penyakit yang saya selalu panggil penyakit kronik apa dia? Penyakit hidup segan mati tak mahu. Maknanya you are not dead and you maybe not going to die anytime soon. Tetapi you are not fully alive. Pasal apa? Pasal dalam kehidupan you banyak yang orang kata suffering. There's a lot of pain in your life. Okay? So that's how chronic disease is. You're living with chronic pain and then badan you tak optimal, tidur you mungkin tak optimal, badan you nak bergerak tak optimal, ataupun adalah benda yang tak kena dengan you punya badan. So you are not in optimal health. Okay? Why is it not moving? Alright. So actually bila kita talk about pain, dia punya starting point tu is trauma. Trauma tu maknanya sesuatu benda yang menyebabkan you sakit. Okay, so trauma usually kalau kita sebut trauma, kita tahu bahawa trauma kita boleh come out of it. Maknanya kalau kita luka, kita akan sembuh luka, kan? Kalau kita dapat demam virus, kita akan pulih daripada demam virus, kan? And then semua tu macam tu lah. So kita expect that the pathway untuk sembuh is macam sakit and then repair, sembuh. Right? But sometimes it is not that simple. Okay? And then trauma tu kadang-kadang trauma tu tidak duduk pada kita. Maknanya masa you lahir apa semua, you tak tahu pun you ada trauma. Rupanya it is a trauma that happened to your generation. Nenek moyang kita trauma. Orang Melayu senang je dia kata trauma yang nenek moyang ni saka lah dia panggil. I tak fikir apa benda saka ni. So I realise that saka comes from the word pusaka, inheritance. So it is an inherited condition. It's called saka. Kalau kita boleh katakan saka tu actually something genetic. Possible tak? Maybe, maybe not. And then pre-birth. Pre-birth tu maknanya masa dalam perut ibu. Baru ni ada seorang pesakit saya, baby. And then I asked the mum, ada apa-apa dia punya macam, ada tak dia takut bising? Mak dia kata dia tak takut bising. In fact, dia perlu bising untuk dia tidur. I said, what? Perlu bising? I have to turn on the vacuum cleaner supaya dia boleh tidur. When I turn it off, sebelum dia tidur, dia akan menangis. So I have to turn it on again baru dia ni. So I kata, macam mana boleh dia suka bunyi vacuum cleaner? Kita faham tentang white noise kan? White noise tu adalah bunyi yang soothing. Tapi selalunya kita associate kalau white noise tu bunyi air, waterfall, hujan ataupun angin yang sepoi-sepoi bayi macam tu. That is white noise. That's what we think. Rupanya vacuum cleaner untuk this particular baby is white noise. So bila saya tanya kat mak dia, ada apa aktiviti yang you buat masa you pregnant? Dia kata, I am a baker. Dia bake. So, apa orang baker selalu buat? Dia akan pakai blender and dia akan pakai mixer. So, bunyi mixer dengan blender macam mana? Oh, bising kan? So, the same as the vacuum. So, when did this baby get soothed by this noise? I asked the mother, you love to bake? Yes, I'm very happy when I bake. So that baby dalam perut dia dah biasa dengan bunyi blender, dengan mixer, and is associated with mama feeling happy, baby pun rasa happy with that noise. Sebab itu, that baby suka bunyi bising. Banyak babies dia tak suka, in fact dia takut. And then trauma at birth. Masa lahir, you can also get traumatized masa nak keluar. Memang birth is always traumatic. Tak pernahnya ada birth yang tak traumatic. Kenapa? Untuk baby lah, untuk mak pun memang traumatic juga. Tapi untuk baby, it is traumatic because daripada duduk dalam perut ibu, dalam kantung dia, dalam amniotic fluid dia, whereby noise pun tak banyak, whereby tidak rasa sejuk sangat, tidak rasa panas sangat, makanan dah masuk, you absorb it, is so comfortable dalam perut ibu tu kan. Suddenly, dia zoom keluar pada ni, and then apa dia, angin sejuk, and then bunyi ketong-ketang kat luar tu, plus on top of which that cushion dah tak ada, and the first thing the baby does is to cry, menangis, dia keluar-keluar. Oh, that itself is already traumatic. Apa tak pula kalau masa birth tu dia nak keluar susah, oksigen tak cukup, tak sampai, ataupun ada pula yang kena tarik dengan forceps dan sebagainya. So that is what you call birth trauma. And then masa baby, okay, keluar je, oh doktor kata, oh ni tak cukup, ni. Masuk CCU, NICU, masuk NICU, and then kena cucuk sana, kena cucuk sini, tak dapat nak duduk dengan ibu, this, that, kena lampu and all that. So that is what you call infant trauma. And mind you, dia boleh bawa, sebab saya selalu treat pesakit kan, I treat a lot of patients, I treat babies, I treat orang tua, I treat budak-budak, and memang kita tahu many of the conditions that the moms and dads bring their children for are actually trauma masa infant ke, and then sometimes it's trauma masa childhood. Baru-baru ni I have this last week I saw so many cases of OCD. So yang pelik ya kan, the energy of the cases that I treat, sometimes the whole week we will be meeting all the same kind of patients. So last week I was treating OCD cases, one after another. OCD. You know what is OCD ya? Dia macam obsessive compulsive lah. Basuh tangan, ataupun tak suka habuk sampai kalau tangan terkena lantai, basuh lagi. That is OCD lah. Ataupun kita ingat kita punya tingkap tak tutup, kita pergi tutup tingkap, lepas tu kita tidur sekejap, kita rasa macam tingkap tu tak tutup, lepas tu kita pergi tutup lagi. So those are all OCDs. And last week I had so many people with OCD. And then among the OCDs that we find is the OCD masa bila? OCD masa, apa orang kata, masa solat, nak solat. Okay? Nak ambil wuduk, takut macam ni air tak sampai, ambil 10 kali wuduk. Lepas tu bila nak angkat takbir. Allahu Akbar. Macam tak betul takbir tu. Sebutan salah. Allahu Akbar. Lepas tu baca Fatihah. Baca Fatihah tak puas hati. Macam Fatihah tu macam tak kena. Baca lagi. So, one of the cases saya tanya kat dia soalan ni. Saya kata, ada apa-apa orang yang menakutkan you masa kecil? Dia kata, yes. My mother selalu marah saya. And my mother very garang. And my mother selalu kata saya ni tak betul. Okay. So saya tanya kat dia balik. You takut dengan Allah ya? Takut. Jadi you takut you akan kena hukum kalau you salah sikit sebut macam mana? Ya. And then I told her, your mother is not, Allah is not like your mother. Allah is sifat Ar-Rahman dengan Ar-Rahim Allah jauh lebih daripada sifat qahar, nak punish. Okay? And Allah won't punish you for making these little mistakes. I'm not asking you to purposely baca, tak betul kan? Tapi it's not done on purpose. Apa semua. So from then on, kita cari how to heal her from that trauma. So when was the trauma for this person yang OCD? Her trauma was masa kecil. Dia dah adult. Dia dah 30-something. Tapi dia kata penyakit dia from getting from bad to worse. Why? Because in this 1 year of PKP, there's so much trauma that happened to her, whereby penyakit yang was-was tu, which she had masa remaja lagi, became much worse. And we will find out why. Why is it that during this PKP, banyak orang yang penyakit dia bertambah. Okay, and of course kita orang dewasa ni pun banyak yang dapat trauma macam-macam, and these traumas especially happen to perempuan, orang lelaki pun actually, tetapi yang saya punya pesakit yang banyak yang traumatized by things that happen to them from their bosses, from their husband, from their own mothers, apa semua, memang ramai yang perempuan. Okay. So, tahu-tahu je lah ya. Marriage is no bed of roses, really. banyak yang kita kena hadapi yang can traumatize a lot. Okay, I think banyak kita tak pernah dengar that sel badan kita pun boleh dapat PTSD. Sel badan kita boleh dapat PTSD. Yang kita tahu orang pergi perang, yang bom sana sini, tengok depan mata kawan-kawan dia mati, tengok depan mata dia bunuh orang tu pun meletup depan mata dia, orang tu dapat PTSD. Rupanya sel kita pun boleh dapat PTSD. And where is this PTSD? It is inside the mitochondria. I tak tunjuk pula gambar mitochondria. So mitochondria ni dia duduk dalam sel. Kita panggil mitochondria organelle. Organelle tu maknanya small little organ dalam sel. And this mitochondria is what dia punya proses, all the apa orang kata processes, there are more than 100 processes going on in the cell. All the chemicals, this, that, change apa semua, ATP apa semua, all is done inside the mitochondria. So bila the cell terkena trauma, sama ada apa-apa yang menyebabkan trauma. Nanti kita tengok ya apa yang boleh menyebabkan trauma. It could be emotional trauma, but it can affect the cell. It could be physical trauma, it can affect the cell. It could be caused by chemicals, it will affect the cell. It could be caused by bacteria, by fungus, by virus, and it affects the cell. So the first thing that happens when these cells come under attack, dia jadi kaku, keras, rigid. Jadi dia punya cell wall tu jadi macam defensive action. Kalau kita orang kata as above so below kan. So kalau kita nampak macam COVID, what is the response to COVID? Country close their border. So that's what the cell does. The cell is under threat. So what does the cell do? Close the border. And then cell tu PKP. The cell PKP. Dia tak nak interact. So nutrien pun susah nak dapat. Salah pun macam PKP lah. Tak boleh nak dapat. Benda ni tak boleh. Sel tu yang sekat. Kita polis sekat. Dia tak bagi kita gerak. Okey. Tetapi kononnya polis tu part of the cell lah. So tak boleh. So apa jadi? Sekejap ya. Saya nak buat benda ni. Tutup balik. Okey. So kalau sel tu rasa macam ni kita kata tadi sel tu dah kena serang. So dah serangan tu dah tak ada. Virus tu dah pergi. Fungus tu dah tak ada. Whatever it is that serang sel tu dah tak ada. Tapi sel tu masih dalam keadaan berjaga-jaga dan kalau dia kena trigger daripada benda lain pun dia tak boleh nak buka border. Macam kita, ada lagi kes COVID, tutup balik. Baru nak buka, ada lagi kes, tutup balik. So dia tak dapat nak, apa orang kata, dia tak dapat nak recover pasal apa? Dia sentiasa dalam keadaan close the border. This is our cell. This is our own cell. So dia dah kena pathogen. Pathogen tu dah tak ada. And they are supposed to recover. Tapi dia tak recover. They remain in a rigid state. Okay? Alright. I have to mute again because ada yang tak muted. Alright. Kita dengar short slide. Okay, so next. Okay. Okay. So stages of healing from trauma. So mula-mula memang yang kita sebut tadilah tu, dia tutup dia punya border. Dia jadi keras and then nutrition tak banyak masuk. Keadaan ni perlu tau. Perlu because why? The cell dia kena defend itself. Dia nak prevent more harm. Dia takut nanti kalau dia bagi siapa-siapa je masuk, nanti kuman pun masuk sama. So because of that, dia protect diri dia. And dia boleh survive for some time dalam keadaan ni. tak jadi apa sangat. And then the next stage is dia akan bagi oksigen lagi banyak masuk, darah lagi banyak masuk, askar lagi banyak masuk. Dan dalam keadaan ni, kalau kita punya is because of a trauma yang nyamuk gigit ke ataupun kita terantuk apa-apa, dia akan rasa panas. Why? Because dengan rasa panas tu is inflammatory state, the capillaries dilate apa semua. That is where toksin boleh keluar, darah boleh masuk. Yang kita belajar dalam basic pathology, the stage of inflammation, which is so important, penting sangat, acute stage. That is why bila kita kena serang dengan patogen, kita akan demam. And then bila kalau kita kena gigit dengan tabuan, kita akan bengkak. Bukan tabuannya bisa tu yang menyebabkan bengkak, badan kita yang menyebabkan bengkak tu supaya dia boleh repair. So they can deal with the damage by sending the food, by sending the oxygen, and by sending the white blood cells, and by taking away the toxins. And then daripada inflammation tu dia start to rebuild. And then after that, barulah dia pergi balik ke dia punya function, maximum function, full engagement, dah tak ada PKP, dah tak ada apa, dah boleh interact dengan semua orang lah. No problem anymore. Okay? And that is healing at the cell level. Jadi macam kalau kita katakan, everything in life as above, so below. Maknanya benda ni, kalau kita tengok semua benda, kalau kita perhati semua benda, memang dia ada banyak yang although it's a repeating pattern. It's a repeating pattern. This is actually the truth of what happens. Okay? Jadi kat mana yang kita boleh start? And bila kita kata start, we are talking about keadaan tu tak pulih seperti sedia kala. Dia sakit, sepatutnya kita pulih kan. Lepas sakit, pulih. So dia boleh start dekat withdrawal state, maknanya yang awal tu ditutup tapi dia tak buka. And this is actually a parasympathetic state, which is the dorsal vagal nerve. Ataupun dia boleh start dekat stage of radang, whereby radang yang tadi yang jadi mendadak secara spontan tidak resolve tetapi menjadi kronik. Dan nanti saya akan explain apa yang saya masukkan dengan keadaan kucak-kacir yang stabil. Stable chaos is keadaan kucak-kacir yang stabil. Ya, okey. So apa ni? Yang ini on kalau kita ikut pada saraf lah kan. Trauma is sympathetic, and then shutdown, tak boleh bergerak, ialah vagal, dorsal vagal. Healing and recovery, ventral vagal. Jangan risaulah benda-benda ni. You tak tahu pun tak apa. Okay. Jadi yang ini saya nak bring out lah. This is the polyvagal theory. Sympathetic, macam kalau kita harimau nak kejar. So kita akan takut and then kita cabut lagi. Okay. And then kalau dorsal vagal, ni kita tengok ya. Kadang-kadang kita tengok macam animals kan. Kalau dia takut sangat-sangat, dia langsung tak boleh bergerak. Dia diam, dia tak bergerak langsung. Ini kita, kalau kita nak tengok pada yang talk yang I gave last week, it is called the still point, whereby dia tak boleh nak gerak. So actually this is also a vagal state, which is the dorsal vagal, dia tak boleh nak gerak. And yang ini is also the still point. Still point is important. Still point happens bila kita nak move from one condition, our condition, to another. And the other condition tu is probably a better condition. Tetapi kalau kita nak move, dia akan pergi kat this dorsal vagal state atau still point, baru dia boleh bergerak. I'll give you examples. And then of course ventral vagal is semua dah okay. Dah tak payah penjarakan sosial, dah boleh komunikasi, apa semua. Ni antara sel Tapi at the same time, it's not just about the cell, it's also about our interaction. Alright, so face, throat, chest. Okay, sebab apa yang ini is ventral vagal. Alright, jadi kalau kita tengok another peta, kita nampak jugalah. Okay, so this is our trauma. and then kita go into the sympathetic state, and then kita go into the parasympathetic state, and then kita masuk kepada the beta state, which is the ventral vagal. Dan kalau kita tengok kat sini, masa kita dalam keadaan sympathetic ataupun dorsal vagal ni, banyak proses-proses yang menyebabkan kita akan gemuk. Pasal apa? Pasal kita tak boleh metabolize makanan, and then kita akan stress kita punya insulin, and then kita akan menyebabkan tekanan darah naik, kita akan menyebabkan pengharaman tak betul. Okay? So all these two conditions ni akan menyebabkan badan jadi tak betul, dapat digestive problems, lama-lama dapat hypertension, dapat cemanis apa semua kat sini. So this social engagement ni ataupun keadaan ventral vagal ni lah yang the repair state. Alright. Okay. Nampak Jadi saya this one is a slide from my previous lecture tentang vibrations and healing. Because this is something that I have observed, this is something that has been mentioned by many authors, that bila kalau kita nak berubah keadaan, maknanya daripada sakit kronik kita nak sihat, kita akan lalui healing crisis. Jadi apa dia healing crisis tu? Sebab chronic state is kucak-kacir yang stabil, maknanya dia tak bergerak. Stuck. Jadi selepas dia dah stuck macam tu, kita kena goncang dia akan jadi kucak-kacir yang tak stabil. Dia pergi ke still point, and then barulah ventral vagal take over, and then dia dapat satu pattern yang lebih berkesan dan lebih sihat. So you see, kalau you nak baik daripada penyakit kronik ni kan, jangan risau kalau badan you jadi kucak-kacir sekejap. Sebab tak boleh tidak, dia kena lalui keadaan kucak-kacir sebelum dia pergi ke keadaan lebih baik. Okay, kalau saya nak bring in some homeopathy punya information, principle, diseases move from more important organ to less important organ, from the above down, and from the inside out, and in reverse order of their appearance. Apa maknanya? Maknanya kalau kita ada sakit jantung contohnya, kalau you jumpa saya ataupun saya ajar you macam mana nak get out from your chronic state tu, saya bagi kat you teknik-teknik dia, then you punya jantung feel better, but then you dapat sakit sendi. You jumpa saya balik, doktor apa ni? Tengok ni, sendi saya dah sakit, dah bengkak ni, macam mana ni? And then, saya kata, how's your jantung? Let's check your jantung. Check BP, tengok normal. Check dia punya heartbeat normal. Buat ECG cantik. Jantung you dah okey lah. Tapi doktor, tangan saya sakit. Macam mana ni? Saya tak boleh tidur, sakit. Okay. The thing is that, penyakit yang ada kat jantung pergi ke sendi. Baik kan? Sebab you tak akan mati sebab sakit sendi. Tapi kalau you sakit jantung, you boleh mati. Because jantung is a vital organ. That is how healing takes place. From more important organ to less important organ. Tak apa. You will have this sakit sendi. Nanti kita bagi ubat lagi. Nanti kita buat teknik lagi. Okay. Lagi sebulan you datang balik. Doktor, saya marah ni doktor. Tengok sekarang ni. Saya sakit kulit. How's your joint? Oh, joint saya bagus doktor. Tak ada apa-apa dah. Saya semayang macam biasa. Tengok ni doktor, gatal. Tengok gatal. Okay. How's your joint? Okay. Jantung? Okay. Tapi sakit ni. Gatal. Okay. So, dia dah move daripada mana? Daripada joint pergi ke kulit. Bagus ke tak bagus? Bagus. Sebab joint is more important than bits of skin. Kalau the whole body skin memang tak boleh lah. Bits of skin is okay. Okay. So kalau bagi kata saya, this is the direction of cure. I know you are suffering. Your skin gatal. You marah sebab skin you gatal. But actually you are getting better. So this is the direction of cure. Ini orang kata, this is the chaos that takes place before you improve. Okay. So that one is, that's why I say kata, saya selalu bila saya belajar something new, saya kena kaitkan balik. Dia kena ada kesinambungan dengan apa yang kita dah tahu sebelum ni. Okay? Dia mesti ada. Sebab apa? Sebab everything is united. Everything is one. Dia tidak ada satu cabang ilmu yang boleh terkecuali daripada cabang-cabang ilmu yang lain. Kalau ada kebenaran dengan apa yang dia ajar, kalau ada kebenaran dengan prinsip-prinsipnya, dia memang akan berkait dan berkait dan berkait. Okay. Okay, this one is from my homeopathy lectures. How healing takes place. Okey, jadi saya dah ubah sikit perkataan dia supaya lebih faham, lebih ikut pada konsep kita ni lah. Okey, so ni kita dalam keadaan sihat lah. Okey, is maknanya everything is. Okey, tak ada masalah. Right. Then kita ada patogen ataupun benda yang pencetus keadaan sakit. Keadaan sakit apa dia? Disease. Keadaan tak sihat. Dan acute illness tu maknanya keadaan tu acute. Dia baru jadi, dia sakit sangat, demam ke ataupun apalah, dah pingsan lah apa semua. Acute illness. Acute illness. Daripada keadaan sihat menjadi penyakit acute. Poisoning ke apa ke, acute. Jadi kalau kita nak fikir betul-betul, kita rasa daripada acute ni mesti dia akan sihat balik. Complete healthy healing, boom, dia pergi balik ke keadaan sihat. So jadi maknanya tidak ada penyakit kronik. Tapi banyak kes, many cases go into chronic state. Okay, and I call chronic state kepincangan yang stabil. Tetapi dia jalan sengit, perut dia masih sakit ataupun dia dapat GERD pula dan sebagainya. So maknanya instead of dia pergi balik ke sihat, dia dah pergi ke sakit kronik. This is how all this penyakit kronik happens. And many cases of penyakit kronik datang because of agent-agent yang mengganggu pathway to healing. Agent-agent yang mengganggu pathway to healing. Okay? Agent-agent yang mengganggu pathway to healing. Okay. So, agent-agent yang mengganggu pathway to healing. Nombor 1, painkiller. Terutama Panadol. Kalau anak tu demam, 4 jam sekali awak bagi Panadol. So, you punya badan punya mekanisme demam tu sebab apa? Kita demam sebab badan nak lawan penyakit, dia nak hantar antibody banyak-banyak serang kuman tu, sebab tu temperature kita naik. Sebab bila temperature tu naik, maknanya bakteria dengan virus dia akan mati sebab dia tak tahan dengan temperature tinggi. Sebab tu badan kita demam. Jadi bila kita demam tu, dalam demam tu adalah penyembuhan dia. Tapi kita duk bagi Panadol tiap 4 jam, immune system kita tak dapat nak bertindak dengan betul. Jadi tak apa. Kita ada antiviral, askar upahan antiviral, ataupun kita ada askar upahan askar gurkha antibiotik. So makan yang tu, yang askar gurkha kita tembak semua benda, kuman baik kita, mikrobiom kita yang selama ni duk lindung kita dalam usus kita semua pun mati sama. So bila kuman baik kita dah kena bunuh apa semua, jadi maknanya kita nak pulih kepada health tu susah dah. Pasal apa? Pasal partner-partner yang membantu untuk maintain kita punya kesihatan telah kena wipe out dengan askar gurkha. So kita akan jadi dalam keadaan chronic disease. Sakit saya, ramai yang datang saya sebab dia ada chronic cough, dia ada chronic skin problem, dia ada chronic abscess. Dan dia telah rawat dengan hospital dengan pakar dan sebagainya. Ada tu tiap-tiap bulan dapat antibiotik. Ada tu dua kali dalam sebulan dapat antibiotik. Dan tiap kali demam memanglah bagi Panadol, bagi ubat demam, bagi ubat sesama yang banyak chemicals ya, paraben, sirap gula, pewarna. Saya sampai hari ni saya tak faham kenapa ubat untuk budak-budak kena ada pengawet yang tak berapa nak bagus dengan pewarna yang tak berapa nak bagus ni. Bukan tak berapa nak bagus, memang tak bagus pun. Tapi itulah hakikatnya. Sebab itu makin lama makin ramai anak-anak kecil dengan penyakit kronik. Kronik asma, kronik cough, kronik rhinitis, kronik eczema, kronik apa lagi, kronik constipation, susah nak membesar, bla bla, macam-macam. Saya jumpa hari yang mana saya hari yang saya tengok sakit lah. And then bila kita dapat anak-anak yang telah orang kata dah over treated at the hospital, 10 kilo masuk-masuk, kita nak pulihkan dia makan masa. Sebab kita nak slowly improve balik dia punya biological, dia punya terrain. Terrain tu maknanya dia punya iklim dalaman dengan iklim luaran tu. Kita kena pulihkan sikit. Tu yang saya heran tu, kalau orang yang datang saya sekali, lepas tu dia harap sekali datang tu dah boleh sembuh segala. Dia tak tahu betapa rumitnya nak kena betulkan balik apa yang telah dipincangkan oleh salah intervensi ini. Okey. Next. Okey, apa pasal dia tak nak gerak ni? Tak nak gerak. I don't know what's happening. Sekejap Alright. So, lately ni ada orang dia buat satu term. Salugenesis dia kata. Apa dia? Dia guna perkataan salus ni. Salus ni adalah perkataan Greek. Referring to somebody who referring to macam healing. Okay. So salugenesis is the path back to health. And salugen adalah that which menolong, merangsang dan memudahkan jalan ke arah kesembuhan. Okey, jadi yang ni yang kita nak tahu ni. Sekarang ni, right now what we want to know is what is the path back to health? Can we do it ourselves? Do we need to spend thousands and thousands of ringgit? Pesakit saya yang datang jumpa saya tu, and alhamdulillah ramai yang jumpa saya, alhamdulillah find the salugen that they need. And I don't charge a lot. Tapi masih juga ada orang yang ingat saya charge a lot. A lot means what, you know? A lot means 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. That is a lot. And patients who come to see me, my clients, some of them memang have spent tens of 20s of thousands. Tapi when they come to see me, 100-200 pun dia tak nak belanja. Saya pun tak tahu kenapa. Kenapa dengan orang lain dia boleh curahkan duit dia, bila datang ke saya, kedekut. Ini minta maaf ya. Itu saya punya observation, ada orang macam tu. So they already did the genetic testing lah, and then they check dia punya, apa orang kata, macam-macam lah. Dia bawa one pile of tests that have been done that cost them thousands of ringgit, and they show me. And then I actually don't need those tests. I just take from the history, sejarah dia apa-apa semua, tanya dia punya symptoms, and tanya dia punya emosi. And I also do some tests. Kita ada buat juga test. Tetapi test kita what we call biological terrain testing. Then they don't cost sampai thousands of ringgit. And then I boleh rawat insyaAllah. InsyaAllah. Taklah semua yang saya boleh sembuhkan. Tetapi kebanyakan boleh sembuh. Sebenarnya yang sembuh tu yang dengar kata saya. Yang tak sembuh tu sebab dia tak nak pantang. Dia tak nak ikut arahan. Dan tak boleh nak buat. Okay. Bukanlah saya kata saya ni nak kena bagi arahan. The thing is that kalau apa yang saya cakap, apa yang saya cadangkan tu, it's just a guide for you to help yourself. Sebab saya akan bagi amalan, saya akan bagi cara makan, saya akan bagi mungkin latihan, and saya akan bagi breathing contohnya, apa semua, what to do. And these are the things that are going to be helping you because they are all salugens. They are all salugens. Sekarang doktor pergi doktor bukan dia nak bagi ubat sangat. Ubat dia sikit je. Buat beberapa tablet macam ni halus-halus tu. Dia suruh saya zikir. Apa ni? Dia tak tahu. Zikir tu salugen. That can promote and facilitate a path back to health. Okey. Masalahnya, kalau nak jumpa saya, kena ada fahaman tentang where I'm coming from. So the thing is that lately ni saya sampai mengah-mengah lah. Kalau mengah pasal sakit jantung apa, mengah bercakap. Pasal apa saya mengah bercakap? Sebab each and every patient, sebab I keep getting new cases. I actually lebih suka rawat my followers. Sebab apa? Dia orang dah faham. Dia dah faham cara saya, dia dah faham where I'm coming from. It's so much easier. Tapi bila saya dapat orang yang, they have been to specialists all their lives and they have been treated with prednisolone, with antibiotics, with steroids, with painkillers and all that. And when I want to introduce to them a new way of looking at their health, and I want to give them the responsibility for bringing them back to health, they do not understand. How am I going to change dia punya ni? Saya sampai, of course I never say that. Please go back to your doctors. I takkan cakap benda tu. Memang I takkan cakap. Even though in my heart, I wish you go back to your doctors. Why? Because it's so much energy on my side. It's so much energy on my side to help them to change dia punya viewpoints of how to heal. And itulah sebabnya saya decide to make webinars like this. That's the reason why I want to make these kinds of webinars. Okay, that's the reason. Pasal apa? So that more and more people understand what they can do. Diperkasakan. And in case you do come to me, you are already on the same page as me. I don't have to use so much energy to bring you to where I am. Okay, sebab dekat Malaysia ni, this understanding about health is actually very, very, apa orang kata, undeveloped yet. Okay? Okay, so let's go to the main bulk. I hope this is the main bulk. These are the salugens. Salugen yang self-treatment ni, percuma. You can do it for yourself. Okay? Breathing technique. Komo, gargle, bukan komo, gargle. Macam tu, terbubuh air kat sini, betul-betul gargle. Why? Because dia akan activate kita punya ventral vagal. What did I say about the ventral vagal? It is that which repair, that which heals, that which relaxes you, and that which make you be able to become a good human being, boleh communicate well, boleh think well, sleep well, play well, everything that you do well. Sunshine. Sunshine is not just about vitamin D. I just been to this, bukan Bila, I was just reading about this, the terrain of sunshine. Habis tu ingat kita ni pokok kan perlukan matahari nak photosynthesis? No, it's not about that. Because the sun is a great source of good energy. Okay, jadi janganlah takut matahari. And the thing is that when it comes to sun, don't think that you nak kena apa orang kata sunbathe. Jadi the problem with this kind of sunbathing kind of thing, whereby people say, oh tak boleh, you sunbathe, you will get skin cancer. We don't ask you to still sunbathe. We ask you to actually have some sun every day. Small amounts of sun every day. Bukan sebulan, 2 bulan duduk dalam rumah and then after that 3 days pergi jemur panas sampai you dapat sunburn. That's not it. You need small doses of sunlight every day. Okay, and it's not just about vitamin D. That is why masa PKP ni ramai orang sakit. One of the effect of not enough sun is actually depression. Okay, so activities, running, walking, going to the beach, hugging a tree, having fun, etc., etc. All these are salugens. And then we have some special techniques. polyvagal stimulation technique. Ni saya baru je got into it. What I didn't realize is that kita sebenarnya kita banyak buat di stimulation techniques, but we didn't know that we are doing it. Okay, and then emotional and spiritual stimulation, counting your blessing, bersyukur, bersyukur, bersyukur. Saya pernah buat satu bengkel tu masa tu dekat homeopati integrasi Bangi. It was called Reda, Syukur, Tawakal. Actually, that's Reda, Syukur, Tawakal are the three very, very important aspects of Salugens. And kalau kita stabilize balik diri kita dengan benda tu, dengan sabar, syukur, tawakal ni, and I especially, that workshop was 2 hours, the bengkel was 2 hours, and I've got it recorded. And if you want that, you have to look for my YouTube spiritual focus. You search for spiritual focus, spiritual.focus 1010. No, spiritual focus. Nantilah I'll give later lah on chat, nanti I bagi dia punya link on chat. Okay, and then things like emotional freedom technique, which is also inside my YouTube. Emotional freedom technique, energy psychology, EFT. EFT is just one of the energy psychology. Dia banyak. Another method for energy psychology is actually coaching. Coaching is something that I belajar lah dulu. I'm still a certified professional coach. I know how to coach. Maknanya coach ni bukan counselling ya. Counselling ni memang fail lah. Because when you counsel, you are telling people what to do. But when you are coaching, you are helping them to help themselves. So what is a coach? Coach tu macam bus kan? Bus tu coach kan? So a bus takes you from where you are to where you want to go. That's what a coach does. So dia ambil you daripada tempat yang you ada sekarang kepada tempat yang you nak tuju. That is coaching. And it's also part of this Salugen. Okay, sebab bila kita find ourselves emotionally stuck, behavior stuck, situation stuck, kerja stuck, stuck ni apa semua, kita akan trigger kita akan tak boleh nak betulkan kita punya chronic disease. Okay, terapis ataupun kita boleh letakkan sebagai yang memerlukan kita buat perbelanjaan duit, Hili. Okay, saya sebut Hili sebab this is a Hili party going on dekat Cyberjaya ni. And then we have things like homeopathy, which is actually energy medicine. Sebab homeopathy kan, obat homeopathy tu saya selalu bagi tahu, bukan obat tu yang sembuhkan you yang sembuhkan diri you. Sebab homeopathy ni dia is just tazkirah. So the vibration of the medicine remind you of you punya carelessness in not correcting yourself. So kita ni dalam keadaan stable chaos. Badan kita dah tak tahu jalan pulang ke health. Badan kita tak tahu jalan pulang ke health. So dia dalam keadaan stable chaos. Dia tak betul. Dia stuck. Dia tak boleh nak gerak. So ubat homeopati tu bagi tazkirah kat dia. Hey, you not in the right position lah. Bau you sengit lah. So ya ke? Dia dah dapat tazkirah. So dia cuba betulkan. So dia pergi ke unstable chaos. Kucak kacir. Nak betulkan. And then after that, boom, they go to health balik. Bud flower pun sama. It is also a vibrational healing. Essential oil. I don't take much orang kata importance pada EO ni. Then now I do realize that EO is actually very, very much a healing modality. It is also a Salugen. Okay. And then I teach terapi garpu penala, or short form garpen, ataupun tuning fork. And some of my students are here in this webinar, also in the Hili group. And I have taught them how to use the tuning fork also to tazkirahkan balik badan kita yang dah in the wrong position ataupun the wrong posture, which makes for chronic disease, and bring it back to health. And then we also have osteopathy, massage, acupuncture, banyak lagi ya. Tapi ingat ya, there's a good osteopath and there's a so-so osteopath. There's a good masseuse, there's a so-so masseuse. There's a good acupuncturist and there's a acupuncturist who will torture you apa semua. There's a good homeopath, there is a not so good homeopath and things like that. So maknanya kalau kita nak pergi kat terapi ni, kita kena pandai cari orang yang betul-betul. That's why I thought of starting a daftar tau. Daftar terapis yang memang saya boleh vouch that they are doing their job well. I want to do that, but I will have to get a lot of information from people so that I can start this daftar, so that is helpful for people who nak cari orang-orang yang betul-betul can help them. Because kadang-kadang kesian pesakit yang I have seen them going from one person to another, searching for that healing, which doesn't come forth. Okay, what time is it? I don't want to spend too much of your time. Dah dekat nak 1 jam dah. Okay, any messages? Okay, so next one. Techniques. Ni I tak ajar banyak sorry. If you really want, you can ask me for another webinar later to just focus on the techniques. Sebab I've introduced this time, so maybe we need another webinar for techniques. Okay? So one of the techniques that can betulkan balik kita punya ventral vagus, that can pulihkan, strengthen balik kita punya ventral vagus, is breathing. Banyak actually breathing. So this breath, I've learned it in my Sufi class. Dia ada 5 breath, but I'm only going to teach you one. And this is a water breath, but added to it, hold. Hold tu maknanya ni. Okay, for example, breathe in through your nose. And when you breathe in, jangan breathe in laju-laju macam ni. You breathe in slow-slow at the count of 5. Contohnya, okay, when you breathe in, I breathe out first. When you breathe in, jangan breathe kat you punya sini je. You have to diaphragm. Your diaphragm has to go down. And your spine kena lengthen when you breathe. Okay? So when you breathe in, your shoulder must be back. And you can feel the breath. Feel your sampai diaphragm ke bawah. And then you hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then only you let go. But you let go through your mouth like this. So when you breathe out, you are squeezing the breath out as well. Okay? Breathe in 5, hold 5, breathe out 5, do about 11 or 33, up to you. And don't hyperventilate, yeah? Sebab tu you kena hold for 5 and breathe out. Try it and see. Try it throughout the day. Dalam my group of 5, element breathing, this is the water breath. Gargling. So gargling ni, dia also wake up the ventral vagal nerve. So what you need to do, you ambil 1 cup. It could be just plain water, ataupun you can put a little bit of garam Himalaya, ataupun better still, letak coconut oil with a little bit of gum arabic, and then you gargle. 2 minute, every morning and every night. What does it do? It strengthens you punya ventral vagal. Okay, neck exercises. So this neck exercise, the most basic one, is very easy to do and you can try it right now. Okay, so now you look straight. And then you pusing ke kanan. Look over your shoulder. Hold for about 30 seconds. Hold for about 30 seconds. Until you rasa macam something release. You can feel macam something terpuk ataupun you rasa macam for me, what I feel is I feel macam my breathing tu macam ada something nak keluar. And then you can turn it back to the front. And you can do it on the other side. Okay, for another 30 seconds and then you can return back to the center. That is a basic neck exercises that actually releases you punya dia macam betulkan balik you punya cranial nerves. Okay, and that's another exercise that you can do. First, mata you pandang ke kanan, and you can start tilting your ear, macam go down to your shoulder. Okay, like this. Mata pandang kanan, and then you do this. Alright, and you hold it for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Ni I memang tak hold cukup lah, because just to save time. But if you do it for yourself, you jangan lift your shoulder. Just you have to. It's your neck that's going down. Alright, hold for 60 until you feel some form of relief. Release. Don't forget your eyes are looking this way. And then after that, you go up again and look straight. Yang that breathing came automatically for me. And then after that, you look here, and you go down. Ingat, don't move your shoulder, but move your ear to be as close to your shoulder as possible. And you hold it for 60 seconds. 60 seconds, about 1 minute. Or until you feel macam some release coming out. I can feel the release, macam there's an energy release. So for me, tak payah 60 seconds, dah ada energy release. And then you go up again. Okay, now you look on the opposite direction. Mata you tengok ke sana, tapi kepala you ke sini. Okay, the same thing. Hold it for sampai you feel some kind of release. Okay, and then you look up, and now you look that side, but your head is this side. Okay, I can feel the release. If you don't feel the release, buat untuk 60 seconds. Banyak lagi. Ada teknik untuk GERD, I tak boleh nak tunjuk, because you have to lie down. You have to lie down, and you have to search for the fundus of your stomach, and you have to pull it down. Pull it down until you feel the energy release. This one, kalau you nak, memang kena jumpa saya. And then we also have the headache release. So this headache release tu, dia ada spots. Dia akan tunjuk spots where the headache is, and dia akan tunjuk where you have to stimulate. Okay, for this is very useful. This is a weighted tuning fork. And this weighted tuning fork, you can use it to actually take the place of your finger. Because why? Dia boleh guna jari. And this is what the chiropractor, the osteopath does. But we can also use the tuning fork. So I'm going to teach you a method of macam awet muda, awet muda. So what you need to do, you need to find a point, which is dekat you punya hidung kat sini. Just here. It's actually a large intestine point. And when I stimulated it, what happened is that memang lepas tu rasa macam gesa nak buang lah. Tapi what we're doing it for is we want to improve kita punya facial expression. Maybe I'm looking good today, right? Yes kan? Itulah. Tua dah tahu I'm going to be 65 this year. 65, okay. Tapi kan this Zoom ni dia bagi kita lawa tau. In real life, I taklah lawa macam ni. Konon je. Pasal. Okay, this point here. So what you need to do is mula-mula you gently palpate it like that. Palpate tu maknanya gently gentle pressure. And then you go slightly deeper. And then you press sikit. And then you try to see the resistance. Kau mana yang resist more. Press on the side of the more resistance. And then you go even deeper. It's just like you're pushing until you reach the bone. And you press firmly on the bone until you feel the energy release. If I use a tuning fork, what I do is I activate the tuning fork and I put it on the point and it vibrates. You cannot hear the vibration, but I can definitely not only hear but feel the vibration. Sampai habis. And then you do it on the other side, same thing. You don't have a tuning fork, it's okay. You can always do it with your hand. I can feel the energy release. It's fantastic. What I have at the tip is a crystal actually. And then that's another point. And this point is, I'm just going to show you, this point is here. It's in the macam curve between your nose and your, this one. So the same thing, you can feel it with your finger and slowly palpate and then go deeper and deeper. Or you can use the tuning fork. Yeah. Okay. I think this point really needs work. Okay, now I got it. I can feel the energy being released. These are acupuncture ataupun meridian points. These are meridian points, which means to say they are the energy nodes in our body. And they stimulate the nerves, the cranial nerves, which includes the vagus nerve, which includes nerve number 11, apa semua. And these are the nerves that actually control our sympathetic and parasympathetic. Okay, I can feel the release. What does this do? This improves your facial expression and is also known as the awet muda punya technique. Okay, if you have a tuning fork, it's fine. If you don't have, use your hands. If you want to know where to buy a tuning fork, you can ask Nadia at the team. The good one will cost about 50 ringgit. Yang murah tu about 17 ringgit. Murah punya tak tahan. Okay. Right. So now I'm just going to speak a little bit about the healing. And kat sini bila kita sebut microcurrent, it is only one aspect of the healing. Because the healing, dia ada 3 jenis gelombang, frequency. They have a microcurrent, they have bioresonance, and they have electromagnetic. So, but now I'm only going to talk about the microcurrent because this is the easiest to explain. I'm actually using my Healy. My Healy is here, and I've tekan the program coherence. The coherence gives me coherence lah. You can see how cergas I am. Because bukanlah, I'm not going to say it's because of the Healy lah. Okay, tetapi memang ever since I got the Healy, I have been actually more active in my teaching and actually more enthusiastic in my seeing patients. So what are the benefits? Pain response is reduced. Jadi kalau pain response is reduced, the macam trauma to the cell yang kita sebut tadi, PTSD of the cell, traumatic disorder of the cell, dia akan kurang lah, banyak kurang. And then reduce the nerve pain, improve the lymph drainage, balance the inflammation, which means to say that dia akan pergi ke recovery lagi cepat. And tadi kita sebut pasal mitochondria kan. Mitochondria tu ada terlibat dengan ATP production, which is very important for our cells because tak ada ATP ni, kalau tak ada ATP production, kita memang dah dead lah. Okay, we will be dead. Okay, and then where's my, so I got to remove this. So in the FSM clinic, bukan Healy clinic because frequency specific microcurrent ni bukan Healy je. In fact, dia orang guna dual, Healy guna satu. So there is a slight difference. Tetapi in terms of application, memang Healy also sama juga. Scarring and pain, nerve and muscle tissue, tissue injury healing time, vagal nerve tone yang kita sebut tadi, vagal, ventral vagal kan, stress response di improve, penyakit kronik, Lyme, shingles apa semua, insomnia, anxiety and depression. And memang banyak testimonial yang will state that these are the things that have been actually addressed by Healy. But you must remember, Healy doesn't cure any diseases. Dia just betulkan the tanah. I selalu bagi tahu kat patient tentang tanah penyakit ni. Patient tanya, kenapa doktor? Saya dah makan ubat antifungal dah berpuluh-puluh kali dah. Setiap kali saya makan, fungal saya hilang. Lepas tu dia datang balik. Saya jawab kat dia sebab awak punya tanah penyakit tak berubah. Awak punya badan tu fungus suka sebab iklim dalaman awak tu sesuai dan ideal untuk fungus tu grow. Candida tu membiak. Sebab awak punya dalaman tu, iklim dia tu sesuai sangat untuk candida ni membiak. Jadi kalau nak rawat you, bagi you tak sakit dah, kita bukan nak kena bagi ubat matikan kulat ni sebab dia akan datang balik. Kita kena betulkan you punya tanah tu supaya fungus ni tak jumpa benda yang sesuai. Okey, saya bagi lagi satu contoh. Pokok kelapa suka tanah tepi laut. Sandy soil. The coconut will grow in sandy soil. If the coconut land on clay soil, dia tak grow. So, ibarat tanah ataupun iklim orang tu, terrain orang tu, sandy soil untuk kelapa, dia punya iklim adalah untuk candida tu dia sesuai. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Nobody stop me. Nobody stop me. So means to say everybody understand lah kot. Alright. I assume so. Ada anybody? Did anybody write anything? I tak perasan. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna finish soon. Dah 1 jam lah. Ni, I just want to mention. Every day you should be doing this. Astaghfar kabir, Allahumma anta rabbi. This one is a different kuliah lah. Kalau nak, I focus on this, you bagi tahu and insyaAllah you just bagi tahu kat saya, you want me to focus on this next time and then I will do it and kita akan belajar. Astaghfar kabir, Allahumma anta rabbi la ilaha illa ant. Khalaqtani wa ana abduk wa ana ala ahdika wa wa'dika mastata'at. A'udzu bika min syarri ma sana'tu. Abu'u laka bi ni'matika alayya wa abu'u bi dhanbi. Faghfirli fa innahu la yaghfiru dhunuba illa ant. So saya tak ada masa nak huraikan. This one ada dekat my video dalam spiritual focus. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah is something that is tazkirah, ingatkan Allah, dan Allah dah janji siapa yang ingat kat dia tutma'inna qulub, maknanya aman dah ada dia. La ilaha illallah. And then yang Rasulullah ajar kat Sayyidatina Fatimah, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. And then astaghfar. Astaghfar kabir lain, astaghfirullahalazim, salawat kat Nabi. These are all activities that are salutations. Solat yang berkesan. Kena ada vibration dengan intonation yang betul. Dia tak boleh baca dalam hati, tak sah. Tapi kita kena baca. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Kalau saya baca, saya akan gemakan dekat dada saya. Because this is the vibration yang akan menjadi tutma'innal qulub. And then kena fokus. Kalau you tak tahu perkataan pun, you focus on the words themselves and you focus on the vibrating tone. And then the movement, the precise movements are actually also part of kita punya, orang kata, stabilizing influence to produce the right tone untuk cellogenesis. And then the routine of the Z giver. That's why kita ada time makan, time solat, time tidur. Kalau kita pincangkan benda ni, badan kita susah nak sembuh dari penyakit. Alright. Okay, I'm going to stop the share now. And I'm going to look at the chat. Oh, ada. So I boleh start jawab chat. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Okay. Right. And then what else? Spiritual. I will give the link later. My channel is nanti kejap lagi. Okay, a lot of the tazkirah saya dekat channel Spiritual Focus. Nanti kejap ya. Channel dia Spiritual focus. Nanti kejap saya tengok I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look my YouTube channel. Nanti macam mana ya? Why don't you all write to oil pulling is komo macam ni. But what I'm talking about is not oil pulling, but oil pulling plus gargle. Tahu tak gargle? Kononnya kalau kita sakit tekak tu kita akan gargle. Okay? Yeah. It's not just ni, but it's gargling. Okay. Tak ada apa dah soalan. This breathing help me to tolerate. Yes, I mean. Ya, betul. Saya suka jemur hari-hari. Bagus. Yes, zikir is a salujan. Yes, indeed it is. Alright. One new message. Rasa a bit dizzy dan mengantuk. Buat tekan di poin-poin tepi hidung. Yes. Yeah. It's possible that you will feel this dizzy and all that because dia akan cuba nak betulkan kita punya sistem daripada tadi saya sebut pincang yang stabil kepada pincang yang tak stabil supaya dia boleh buat correction. Ya? Yeah? You got it? So memang what we call healing crisis kadang-kadang sikit, kadang-kadang lama. Berapa lama nak tekan tu? Actually, kalau saya tekan sampai saya rasa release. How do you know that it's a release? Macam energy shift. There's an energy shift. It's something that you can learn. But if you don't know how to look for the energy shift, just tekanlah dalam satu minit cukup. Okay, 1 minit. And the thing is that it's not about lama-lama. It's about doing sikit-sikit hari-hari. Saya dulu suka bersukan sebelum sakit eczema. Steroid withdrawal, boleh doktor suggest how to be active again? Sebab masa sekarang perlu buat saya gatal badan. This one, you have to heal your eczema. Steroid withdrawal, saya selalu bagi tahu you cannot stop steroids cold turkey. Dia ada teknik dan cara dia, and dia ada rawatan dia, which you have to come and see me. If you see me, then I will bagi kat you rawatan so that you boleh ni. Okay. Saya terlepas bahagian awal. Yes, I will send it to Telegram group. I akan letak link dalam Telegram group. Okay, yes, I will. I will give you the link to my my video yang syukur ridha dengan tawakal tu, and I also give the link to this recording. Give me some time to upload it dululah. Okay. So Nadine, doktor breathe in melalui hidung, breathe out melalui mulut. Perlu dibuat secara kerap ke? Why don't you make it like a daily practice, pagi and petang? Ataupun kalau saya tak semestinya pagi dan petang, saya akan buat macam contohnya ada masa dalam kereta ke, dalam lift, tengah tunggu apa benda ke, saya buat jugalah. Sebab I found that it really helps to keep me on a stable basis, and then emosi kita tak adalah gangguan-gangguan naik sangat, turun sangat ke apa, stable kan. Tak adalah cepat nak melenting ke apa semua. And then kalau orang yang ada tekanan darah tinggi, you will find that tapi janganlah I'm going to throw away all my anti-hypertensive because I want to do this breathing. Please. Jangan cakap I yang suruh kan. Okay? Alright. I tak suruh pun ya. Tetapi yes, it can actually, because why? Keadaan dorsal, vagal and sympathetic nervous system tu menyebabkan tekanan darah naik kan. So bila you buat all these salugenic techniques, all the salugens, the BP will go down. And then you punya blood sugar also will go down. Tanpa ubat. Tapi jangan cakap saya tak suka makan ubat. Kalau you tak makan ubat, it's not my doing. I'm not saying that. Okay. Alright. Yes. Boleh kurus tak? Boleh, insyaAllah. Your digestion got to be good. Sebab apa? Bila you are dalam keadaan dorsal sympathetic, what happens is that your body punya insulin level naik and you punya apa yang you makan semua jadi lemak, jadi gemuk lah kan. So dalam keadaan ventral parasympathetic, you'll be able to use what you eat and it turns into energy. Okay? Boleh share link to Telegram. Oh, you don't have the Telegram. Diana Ludin, ya. Nadine, can you help me please? Nadine, are you there? I takut Nadine ni sibuk, dia tak dengar saya cakap. Aimi, can you share the join Telegram group here? Jom Sehat ataupun channel Dr. Surya Khatun. Okay, channel Dr. Surya Khatun boleh lah. Aimi tolong share ya. Okay, alright. Ada apa-apa lagi soalan ke? Ataupun actually you all nak bercakap boleh. Just unmute yourself and bercakap lah. Semua senyap dan sunyi ni, saya cara seorang cakap. Tak best lah. Okay. Kalau tak ada apa-apa, saya nak buat taklimat hili lepas ni. So those of you yang rasa macam dia tak nak join, you can keluar sekarang lah. Sebab apa? Sebab ya, ada yang nak dengar pasal hili, more about hili. Okay, so I'm now going to share screen again, and this time is about the hili. So kalau ada siapa-siapa yang rasa dia tak nak dengar, please feel free to leave the room. Okay, so I'm going to share screen again. Nanti saya tengok pokoklah Nadia ada cakap apa-apa kat Telegram ke. Tak ada apa-apa pula dia cakap. So I assume, I think she's busy lah sebab Hili party tu tak apa dia orang untuk meronggeng kat sana tu. Anyway, I will go to share screen again. And this time is about taklimat Hili, okay? Alright. So, okay, we're going to do a slideshow. Yang ni kan, siapa yang dah dengar ni, tak payahlah dengar lagi ya. Okay. Okay. Right. So, this is about the Hili. Frekuensi untuk kehidupan. So this device is what I'm using right now. This is a little Hili. Can you see how big, how small it is? All right, it's this size. It's on, and you use a handphone. Use a handphone. I've got this handphone on, doing a program. So you need a handphone. This handphone, saya punya handphone ni tak ada SIM card pun. Tapi dia ada Wi-Fi, dia tak ada SIM card. So I use it exclusively for the Hili. Alright. And so what is a Hili? Okay, some of you, I know you are already using a Hili. And Nikola Tesla said that everything is about energy. Okay. If you want to know the secret of the universe, you think of energy, frequency, and vibration. This is what Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla dia dah meninggal, tetapi apa yang dia invent is changing the world. Okay. Okay, and this is a disclaimer. As I told you earlier, Hili does not treat diseases. What does Hili do? Dia ubah the iklim. Apa yang kita sebut sebagai terrain. It change the terrain. Okay. And in Europe, it is registered as a medical device. And it is registered as a device that can help reduce atau symptomatic treatment of fibromyalgia, arthritis, joint pain and migraine, and help maknanya aid in the treatment of emotional diseases. Tetapi dekat US it's only registered as a as a TENS device. Dia pakai current, TENS tu yang biasa-biasa tu, dia tak pakai microcurrent pun, tetapi in US FDA only luluskan untuk yang tu je. So what does the Healy do? The Healy is like the tazkirah jugalah. Dia betulkan frekuensi badan. Dia macam kalau kita guna frekuensi of the liver meridian, dia akan keluarkan frekuensi yang liver meridian punya frekuensi. Sebab apa? Organ kita, setiap organ dalam badan kita dia ada dia punya own frekuensi. So the Healy will produce the frequency of the keadaan sihat, and because they produce the frequency of keadaan sihat, dia menyebabkan liver tu dapat tazkirah and cuba betulkan diri dia. Faham ya? Alright. So dia adalah alat yang guna microcurrent dan juga vibration, electromagnetic dengan saya sebut tadi skala 3 ya. Skala tu is also called resonance. Okay, so 3 jenis gelombang dia keluarkan. So everything is actually about electricity. Badan kita ada elektrik. Setiap sel dan organ dalam badan kita ada dia punya own electric field. And our brain have got a very strong magnetic field, stronger than our body. So kalau kita tengok sebenarnya gambaran, I tak masukkan gambar my biofield scan. Tetapi kalau you tengok gambar biofield scan, memang you akan nampak there is something going on, something like this, whereby nampak macam ada cahaya dekat bahagian kepala dengan bahagian badan. Okey, setiap sel, endokrin, neuron, muscle, semua can be stimulated electrically and also with a magnet. Somebody was telling me, Nadine, kata kawan dia belajar magnetic therapy. Yes, it works. And so does the tuning fork. Vibration, love it. Okay. So the cells have got a cell membrane potential. And kalau this cell membrane potential goes below the healthy cell, dia akan sakit. Okay, so if it goes below the healthy cell, kita punya sel akan sakit. Okay, so the normal healthy cell minus 70 millivolt. Kalau dia turun daripada minus 70, the cell metabolism akan start to malfunction and badan manusia tu akan jatuh sakit. Okay. Jadi Healy, dia ada banyak fungsi. Tapi dalam Healy ni, dia ada what we call a quantum sensor. Dalam ni. And this, dia akan hantar, dia pakai wire kan, hantar microcurrent ke tangan. And this ni, kalau yang skala energi tu, dia direct macam itu. Untuk merangsang badan kita ke arah balance, optimal function. Okay. Okay, yang ni kita tengok kat sini cell membrane potential daripada keadaan normal. Keadaan normal kepada keadaan makin menua, macam saya lah dah tua kan. So cell membrane potential mungkin dah turun kepada minus 50. And then bila kita sakit, dia turun lagi, dia turun lagi, dia turun lagi. And then guess what? Bila dah zero, no more life. You're dead. Okay. So apa yang kita punya frekuensi buat ni kan? Dia juga, saya dah sebut tadi kan, yang mitochondria punya aktiviti apa semua. So dia increase ATP production sampai 500 kali. And then amino acid transport, which is so important for our body untuk heal. Sebab badan kita batu-bata dia amino acid So dia bila kita guna frekuensi tu dia akan make sure the amino acid move where it should. And dia membantu protein synthesis. Jadi nak jadi darah daging kita, nak bagi tegang ni supaya tak ada kedut all that is coming from all that is can be stimulated by the microcurrent. Okay. So apa Hili buat? Balance balik kita punya medan bio, and then betulkan frekuensi sel tu dan betulkan balik dia punya voltage tu by the microcurrent stimulation. Okay, yang ini bukan Healy bracelet. This one saya beli asing Jadi kalau some of you wondering what am I using, I'm using a silver impregnated bracelet yang ada button. Alright. So saya dah sebut yang ni, tak payahlah sebut banyak-banyak kali. One is a microcurrent, one is the electromagnetic, and the other one is bioresonance. Alright. So the Healy is designed untuk bawa elektrik mikro ke dalam badan. Dia akan kembalikan both sel kepada kadar sihat, dan gelombang dia adalah mikro, dan frekuensi dia berubah-ubah. Frekuensi dia berubah-ubah. Ni dah habis. Kalau tidak saya boleh tunjuk. Dia punya frekuensi akan berubah mengikut apa yang badan kita perlu. So mula-mula bila dia run tu dia ada biofeedback. Jadi yang ini feedback balik dekat kita punya ni, and then dia akan ubah microcurrent tu ikut apa yang badan kita perlu. So dia actually bukanlah bodoh-bodoh buat the same thing aja. Dia akan berubah-ubah. In fact time pun berubah. Bila kita punya organ makin baik, katakanlah mula-mula kita start dengan 60 minit tapi bila organ kita bertambah baik, dia akan turun ke 40 minit dan sebagainya. Dan some of the frequency yang dia guna previously, dia akan tak guna dah macam tu. Alright. So semalam saya attend talk daripada Nuno Nina and he is the one yang banyak design the frequencies tu. So he is the genius behind the frequencies, and surprisingly he's autistic. Daripada kecil dia, cikgu dia kata dia tak boleh belajar lah, autism dan sebagainya. Turns out that he is a bit of a genius. Okay, so dia design many of the programs, especially the Gold Series apa semua, untuk nak betulkan kita punya organ-organ dan sel kita punya fungsi. And before Healy, Nuno Nina ni he has banyak-banyak klinik dekat Portugal apa semua, and he already have 15 years of experience dalam merawat gunakan microcurrent ni. Okay. And the other two people, the other person yang responsible for this Healy is the founder, which is Marcus Mickey. And he is the one who designed the time waver and also the Healy. And Nuno Nina ni dia buat dia punya programs with 144K frequencies. And kalau tak ada orang ni memang tak jadilah Healy ni, sebab he is the one who gave the money. Memang kaya lah kot. Memang orang kaya lah, bukan kod je lah. Dia lah yang keluarkan duit untuk nak start Healy moving. Okay, so Healy ni bukannya baru, bukannya lama lah. It's only about 2 years old. Only about 2 years old. And only in 1 year yang dia expand quite exponentially. Alright. So this is the time waver. This is Dr. Nuno Nina. And this is the time waver. And you see this lady, she's holding something dekat tangan dia. So they're sending the current melalui the things kat tangan dia. Kalau you nampak, this machine, this time waver machine ni besar kan. Bandinglah dengan kita punya Healy ni. Comel je kan. And kalau you nak this time waiver therapy, you memang kena pergi jumpa dia lah. Okay. But now, actually, there are many time waiver therapists that you can contact if you have a Healy and you need a special program. You can contact this time waiver therapist and they will send their program that they tailor make for you into the Healy. And then you kena bayar lah. The cheapest program I think is around 20 euros. Of course lah, ada program yang lebih mahal pada tu, yang you can actually buy directly from the therapist, time waiver therapist. Okay, these are among the the people who are in the advisory panel of Healy. Some are medical doctors, some are psychologists, and we also have functional medicine doctors, and also naturopath. And this is integrative medicine specialist, Dr. Nunonina. And then we have the microcurrent specialist here, Dr. Caroline McKin. And this is Dr. Ludwig Jacob. He is a inventor and a researcher. He's also a doctor lah. Physician is a doctor lah kan. And then holistic medicine specialist, Volker Milner. All right. So, itulah tak nak cerita banyak. Kalau you really interested in the Healy, you can contact me directly. Or you can contact the person who invited you to this talk to buy the machine. All right. So, ahli Healy, these are the feedback that we got. These CDs were done very early. And at the time, kita orang baru je dapat Healy. But we got this feedback. Kurang guna inhaler sebab yang lelah tu kan, perasaan risau lega, tidur lebih nyenyak, sendi lebih kurang sakit. Ketuat lurut tu saya lah, ketuat saya yang kat sini dah tak ada, anak rambut banyak tumbuh, selera makan bertambah baik. Sebelum ni kurang selera lah, nanti kan ada orang takut gemuk pula kan. Actually dia seimbangkan. Kalau yang appetite terlampau bagus, dia normalkan. Appetite terlampau kurang, dia tinggikan. Okey, senang membuang air besar. Ni semua feedback yang kita dapat awal dulu. Alright. Then we also have some testimonies. This testimony dah lama. Kita orang tak minta pun testimoni baru. Nanti kejap ya, saya share sound kejap. Okey.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Saya Nona. Okey, saya ada masalah eczema. Jadi kulit saya kering dan gatal. Lepas saya try ni Healy dalam agak-agak 2 minggu, sekarang ni kulit saya dah tak berapa kering, kurang gatal dan licin lagi lah. Jadi lagi satu, saya punya ni pelvic joint ni kalau tidak sakit, dia sekarang dah kurang sakit. Jadi saya rasa insya-Allah Healy ni sangat membantu. Okay, terima kasih.
Hai semua, Assalamualaikum. Saya Fatnawati. Alhamdulillah saya mengenali Healy dan buat pembelian ataupun investment yang sangat-sangat bermanfaat untuk keluarga saya. Dari sangat banyak manfaat, kita orang dah boleh tidur lena malam hari, dah tidak ada isu penat, lesu, letih, stres dan tertekan ataupun sakit-sakit badan dan sendi. Sangat banyak manfaatnya. Alhamdulillah, so far pakai dalam beberapa hari. Paling kentara adalah mudah tidur malam, lebih ceria dan tidak mudah stres, dan sakit-sakit sendi, tulang belakang hampir lesap. Walaupun ada tapi terkawal. Sangat-sangat best sebab dalam masa singkat sahaja. Jadi jangan rasa rugi untuk invest dalam device Healy. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Hai, saya Nadia. Saya actually ada kena wheezing dan berkahak, dan saya asmatik. And then dalam 2 hari saya memang rasa tak larat sangat. Saya ada pakai Healy dan nampak ada perubahan dalam 2 hari. So semalam memang got better lah, boleh tidur dan tak berkahak. Okay, terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum, saya Nadine. Saya dah guna Hili selama 3 bulan. Alhamdulillah banyak kesan positif yang saya dah rasa. Salah satu tulang tangan saya sebelum ni rasa sakit semasa cuaca sejuk atau hujan. Selepas guna Hili buat treatment program seperti liver, thyroid, limfatik, Alhamdulillah sekarang dah tak rasa sakit lagi. Selain tu, my energy level dah banyak. My moods are better. So, Alhamdulillah sangat bersyukur dapat guna Hili.
Okay. So ni tentang edisi Hili lah. Ada 4. And I'm sorry to say that yang ni adalah sampai ujung April. Maknanya 30 April dah tak ada dah yang 4 ni sebab dia orang dah come up with a new subscription method whereby the goal ni akan datang kat you kosong. Dia jadi macam decoder je. And kalau you nak any program, dia macam Astro. Kena duk subscribe. And one set of programs is 40 euro. So kalau you nak macam a few programs, tak tahulah berapa nak kena belanja setiap bulan ya. Tapi one thing good, dia bukan untuk seorang pakai. The whole family boleh pakai. So untuk kesihatan, why not kan? Tetapi kalau you nak program for life, maknanya now is the best time to buy lah. Sebab sekarang ni ada offer. So this Hili ada 4. Hili Gold ni, sekarang ni, you buy this Hili Gold, which only have the gold program, which is actually quite good already. Tetapi you buy the Hili Gold and then you akan dapat, bukan setakat gold program, you akan dapat yang ni, Holistic Health. Okay, so Holistic Health Plus, dia ada berapa program ya? Dia ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 programs. Okay. So sekarang ni, kalau you bayar dalam 2,400, you will get this. You will get this. And it's yours for life. It's not subscription. It's yours for life. After April 30th, the least that you can pay is about 400 euros for about 1,000 about 2,000 ringgit juga. Tetapi instead of getting gold, you get 0. Maknanya everything have to be subscribed. Kalau you nak life ownership, you kena bayar 3,000 lebih duit kita, and you get only 4 program. 4. The rest, if you want, you have to subscribe. So that is the entry level lah. Because I rasa macam tak practical aja you beli kosong tu. Because the gold will be kosong. And then you have to pay for every program. The cheapest is 40 euros. 40 euros is about 200 lebih. So maknanya you have to pay. At the end of the year, it's still not yours. You pay again. Maknanya setahun 2,000 habis on subscription for one program. Kalau you nak subscribe banyak-banyak program, banyak mana duit habis tak tahulah. I think that this is not a good move by Hili. They will find out. I hope that they will change their minds about charging so much for programs. Anyway, the next level will be Hili Holistic Health Plus. So kalau yang tadi saya kata 2004 you dapat yang ni, Holistic Health. Ni kalau you bayar 4,000 lebih ya, 4,000 lebih you dapat yang ni lah. Sebab apa? Sepatutnya HH ni 4,000 lebih. Tapi sekarang ni you bayar 2,000 lebih you dapat HH. And then you bayar 4,000 lebih you dapat Hili Holistic Health Plus lah. So dia ada all these 8 programs plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 programs. So banyak program Health Plus ni. Tapi kalau you nak beli banyak ni program, sekarang ni after April 30th dah tak ada. So you will, if you pay 4,000 plus or 5,000, you will not get that many programs. I can't remember how many programs because I forgot to put in the new scheme after April 31st. After April 30th ke 31st. Tak apalah. But somehow or other memang I macam bila tengok skim baru tu, I kata, ya Allah, siapalah nak beli lepas ni. Okay, and then kalau you beli resonance, right now it costing 6,700. Okay, And this resonance have all the programs. Semua healing program ada kat dia. Plus dia ada extra bug flower ni apa semua ni, semua resonance mode, and they keep adding to it. So now we have got new program macam digital nutrition lah apa semua kan. And this one at the moment is 6,700. Ni harga offer. Harga tak offer will be 11,300. Tapi dah tak ada. After this offer habis, this module, which will be known as the practitioner module, is going to cost 4,000 plus euros. 4, 5. About 20k duit kita. Siapalah nak beli. Saya pun dah cuak dah tengok. Aduh, macam mana ni. Terlampau beyond our means pula dah. Okay, so just telling you lah. I pun keluh jugalah. Because how are we going to promote kalau mahal sangat kan? Okay, therefore, saya nak bagi tahulah kan, masa I first found out about Healy and I was very excited about it, my two sisters, plus kawan-kawan my sisters, plus some of my patients beli. Among them is Aline. I think she's not here today, tapi Aline, she told me she sold her designer bag to buy the resonance. So the first batch yang beli tu, yang my downline yang mula-mula sekali tu, dia orang beli, dia orang tak, most of them beli yang resonance. Yang tak beli resonance sekarang semua dah tukar pergi ke resonance, which means to say that dalam the people who bought initially tu, tak ada seorang pun yang tak happy dengan dia punya Healy. Sebab kalau dia tak happy, takkan dia nak upgrade. So dia orang semua upgrade. Okay. Yang Zainal is here now. Zainal, he was the unfortunate one. Dia punya Healy sampai-sampai dah tak berapa bagus. And I kept asking him to minta refund. Dia tak mau. So after many months, dia dah dapat, not only he got a new Healy, dia orang ganti dia punya Healy, he also bought a few more and he dah dapat orang lain untuk beli Healy. And when I asked him why you tak nak minta refund, no, it's a very good thing. I don't want to refund. I want my Healy. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, so far macam ni lah. Tak ada seorang pun kata menyesal beli. Okay, so just to inform you lah. Okay, so that's it lah. So this is harga asal. So right now, harga ni harga yang ada sekarang ni, tak ada yang ni cost 715, ni Singapore dollar ya. So yang ni cost 1,004 Singapore dollar, and yang ini cost 3,005 Singapore dollar. Duit kita dalam 6,700 macam tu. Okay, so that's about it. So how to buy? So who introduce you to Healy? Kalau tak ada orang yang introduce you, you can actually directly come to me. And yes, Healy is direct selling. So you boleh ada pilihan untuk jadi pelanggan ataupun ahli. So ahli dia boleh jual balik, pelanggan dia beli je lah. And ahli boleh jual, dan dengan menjual, you have the responsibility to teach and support ahli yang beli. So the thing is that dalam my group, dalam bawah saya, bawah Dr. Surya, my upline is Nadine, and my orang bawah saya Nadia, banyak lagi yang orang bawah saya, termasuklah Dr. Aimi, Dr. Hana, Puan Mariam, all my downline, which my anak also. But what I'm trying to say is that all of us here will support you. Maknanya kalau you perlukan tunjuk ajar, kalau you nak instruction specifically, we will guide you all the way. And if you have any issues or problems, kita try to solve. Sebab bila direct selling ni, who you buy under is very important. Sebab kalau you buy under orang yang tak boleh nak bagi you support, memang you are lost. And then now you can actually pay bukan by bank transfer, you can pay using credit card. So waiting time is about 3 weeks. I tak tahu whether this 3 weeks akan extend to 1 month, because lagi ramai yang nak beli, lagi lama waiting time. Dia punya capacity Healy ni, dia punya kilang sekarang produce 3,000 units per day. Tapi mind you, the demand is going higher and higher. So yang dia orang kadang-kadang waiting time is because dia tengah manufacture lagi. Okay, so nak cerita sikit pasal direct selling ni. So mula-mula dia tak pakai direct selling. But later he decided to go by direct selling. Sebab apa? Sebab dia kata this is the fastest way to get it going. Sebab tu dia guna direct selling. Sebab direct selling ni customer jadi seller. And maknanya dia share profit tu dengan dia punya pembeli supaya kerja dia kurang. Maknanya saya pun I am not a Hilly executive. Tetapi kenapa saya cerita? Why? Because I also can sell. And orang-orang yang dalam my team also want to sell. So kita buat ni sebab we are part of dia punya network. So somehow it's like Hilly employ orang yang beli untuk jadi dia punya sales executive lah. So that's what direct selling is. Bukanlah dia orang nak make tons of profit because of that. Because why? Because bila dia bagi tugasan dekat orang yang beli untuk menjual, kita part of dia punya team. We are belonging to the Hilly family. It's like that. Okay? Alright. I think soalan you can ask me directly ataupun if you are at the Hilly party, of course you boleh tanya Nadia dengan Nadi. Satu lagi yang saya tak add, I didn't add my testimony. Dia macam ni lah. I bought Hilly. Mula-mula I bought 1 unit. Within a month, I also bought three more units for my 3 children, and my other 2 children bought for themselves. Which means to say, in my family, there are 6 units, and then I got the Hilly Resonance free gift, so I got 7 units, and so my family have got 7 units of Hilly, and we make full use of it. We don't regret spending more than 20k on the Hilly. And what I have found, it may not be directly because of the Hilly. Maybe it's because of the network of supportive people around me with the Hilly, plus my mind become more, less tired ke apa ke. So I started learning, and then I started teaching, tuning fork apa semua, and then I feel more energetic when I see my patients dekat klinik. I'm not saying that it's all about Hilly, but I think that this triggered massive potential yang sebelum ni tak terserlah. Even before this Hilly, I'm already quite active in doing all this work apa semua. Tetapi with the Hilly, it has just become more, apa nak cakap intense ke, more profound ke, more satisfactory ke. But what I found is that it also improves my relationship with people. Pelik kan? But I'm not saying it's all due to Hilly lah. I'm just trying to tell you that sejak I got the Hilly, these are the things that have been happening in my life. Okay, this is the from my heart. This is what's happened. Okay. So I'm not sure whether Nadine dah boleh, Nadine or Nadia, can you respond please? So kalau tidak, saya nak end kat sini. Any more chats? Okay, tak ada dah chat. Okay, kalau tak ada apa-apa, if you don't have any questions or anything, I'm gonna end here. If you do have something to ask, please ask right now. Okay? Tak ada. Everybody so quiet. You boleh unmute yourself and talk if you like. Kalau tak suka, you can actually just write on the chat. Okay? Kalau tak ada apa-apa, I end here. Okay? So, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Makno. Ada Oi, okay Boleh Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, boleh. InsyaAllah boleh.
Okay, we end here.